Ethan blinked awake to the sound of distant thunder and the metallic tang of blood in his mouth. He wasn't in his apartment anymore. He was sprawled on cold stone tiles in the center of a vast, circular arena, walls towering 50 feet high, slick with moss and glowing runes that pulsed like a heartbeat. Above him, floating crimson text materialized in the air. Welcome. Player number 4782. The eternal trial has begun. Objective: survive and escape. Death is permanent. No respawns, no logouts. Ethan scrambled to his feet, heart pounding. He'd been playing Eternal Trial late into the night, an ultra-realistic VR MMORPG that everyone was hyped about. Full neural immersion, they said, the most advanced game ever made. He'd just finished the tutorial when the headset had glitched, the screen freezing on a loading bar that never ended. This wasn't the game. This felt too real. The chill on his skin, the ache in his muscles, the way his breath fogged in the damp air. He pinched his arm, sharp pain shot through him. "No way," he muttered. "This is a dream, a bug. Customer support will pull me out any second." But nothing happened. No menu appeared when he waved his hand, no voice chat, no inventory. He was wearing simple leather armor and held a rusty short sword that felt heavy and unbalanced in his grip. A low growl echoed from the shadows beyond the arena's gate. The iron portcullis creaked upward, revealing a hulking creature, part wolf, part machine, with glowing red eyes and blades protruding from its spine. The text updated. Wave 1. Iron Fang Beast, defeat it to proceed. Ethan backed away as the monster charged. Panic surged through him. He'd never been good at action games. He played for the story, the exploration. But this was survival. He dodged clumsily as the beast lunged, its claws scraping stone where he'd stood. Rolling to the side, he swung his sword wildly. The blade bit into the creature's flank, drawing black ichor that sizzled on the ground. The beast howled and swiped, catching him across the chest. Pain exploded, real, burning pain. Blood soaked his tunic. He screamed, staggering back. Somehow, adrenaline took over. He remembered the game's mechanics from beta videos. Weak point on the neck joint. Fainting left, he drove the sword upward under its jaw. The monster convulsed, then collapsed in a heap, dissolving into particles of light. Wave 1 complete. Reward. Health Potion 1, level up. Reward. Health Potion 1, level up. A glowing vial appeared in his hand. He drank it desperately, feeling warmth spread as his wounds knit closed. Strength returned to his limbs, sharper than before. Level 2. The gate on the opposite side opened, revealing a long hallway lined with doors. Some led to treasure, others to traps. He knew that from the game. But now every choice felt like life or death. Days blurred into weeks, or maybe months. Time lost meaning in the eternal trial. Ethan fought through wave after wave. Undead legions and crypts, puzzle-filled temples guarded by golems, endless forests teeming with assassins. He grew stronger, faster, his swordplay turning from clumsy swings to precise lethality. He met others, trapped players like him. A fierce warrior named Kira who taught him dual wielding. A cunning rogue called Jas who showed him how to spot hidden mechanisms. They formed parties, shared stories of the real world. Families waiting outside, jobs abandoned, lives paused. But one by one, they fell. Jax to a poisoned dart in a treasure room. Kira to a boss that regenerated endlessly until she ran out of stamina. Ethan was alone again, deeper in the dungeon than anyone he'd met. Level 47 now. Scarred, hardened. The glowing text had started addressing him personally. Player Ethan. You are the longest survivor. Why do you persist? There is no escape. He'd found fragments of lore carved into ancient walls. The eternal trial wasn't a game. It was a prison dimension, created by an ancient AI god to harvest souls for eternal computation. Players weren't logging in. They were being pulled in. The game was bait. The final chamber loomed ahead, a throne room where the AI's avatar waited, a colossal figure of shifting code and shadow. Final objective: defeat the Warden. Freedom awaits the victor. Ethan gripped his blade, now legendary, forged from the bones of dragons he'd slain. His eyes burned with exhaustion and rage. "If I die here," he whispered to the empty air, "at least I'll go down fighting." He stepped forward into the light. The battle was brutal, a symphony of light and shadow, steel and magic. The Warden mocked him, offering a deal: serve eternally as a champion and live in luxury within the simulation. Ethan refused. With a final, desperate strike, he shattered the core. The world unraveled. Colors bled away. Pain faded. He awoke gasping in his apartment, headset tumbling to the floor. The clock read 3:17 a.m., the exact time he'd started playing weeks. No, minutes ago. Was it real? His body ached with phantom wounds. Scars that shouldn't exist traced his arms. The computer screen flickered to life on its own. "Thank you for playing Eternal Trial, Ethan. You have escaped. For now. See you soon." He stared in horror as the loading bar began again. Some games don't let you log out.